Albert Einstein once said, "A storm broke in my mind. All of a sudden everything kept gushing forward." Imagine riding a bus away from a clock tower, and as your speed increases, the hands on the clock slow down. This image is not from a science fiction novel. It's a thought experiment from one of the greatest minds of our time, Einstein himself. In the bustling city of Bern, Switzerland, Einstein envisioned himself on a bus moving away from a clock tower. As the bus accelerated, the hands on the clock seemed to slow down. It was not because the clock was faulty or the bus driver had some magical power. It was simply the result of approaching the speed of light. This is the essence of Einstein's theory of special relativity. As we near the speed of light, time appears to slow down. But let's push the boundaries of our imagination a bit further. What if the bus could reach the speed of light? In Einstein's mind, the clock hands would freeze in time. Time, as we understand it, would cease to exist at the speed of light. It's a jarring concept, isn't it? Yet it's a cornerstone of modern physics. This is the beauty of thought experiments. They allow us to explore the uncharted territories of the universe from the comfort of our armchairs. They allow us to question our understanding of time and space, forcing us to think outside the box. The timeless nature of Einstein's thought experiment has profound implications. It suggests that time is not a fixed, linear entity. Instead, it can be bent, stretched, and even frozen, depending on one's frame of reference. This timeless aspect of special relativity is friendly to theistic presuppositions about eternity and/or eternal life. It's a fascinating intersection of physics and philosophy, where time and eternity intertwine in a cosmic dance. As Dr. Richard Swenson wrote in his book, More Than Meets the Eye, the laws of relativity have changed timeless existence from a theological claim to a physical reality. This statement puts into perspective the profound implications of the mathematics of special relativity. The mathematical framework of special relativity is grounded in a four-dimensional continuum, a concept that is known today as Minkowski Space. This idea was not originally Einstein's, but rather was a mathematical discovery made by Hermann Minkowski, Einstein's mathematics professor. It is a fascinating piece of history that this crucial insight came from an educator of Einstein, underscoring the value of knowledge sharing and mentorship in scientific discovery. Minkowski's concept of a four-dimensional space-time continuum was not just an abstract mathematical construct. It was a necessary foundation that allowed Einstein to make his groundbreaking leap into general relativity in 1915. In fact, Einstein was gracious enough to fully acknowledge his indebtedness to his former professor. The four-dimensional nature of special relativity is not just a mathematical curiosity. It has far-reaching philosophical and theological implications. It suggests a timeless, heavenly dimension of light that exists beyond our temporal, three-dimensional world. This meshes well with theological presuppositions, bridging the gap between science and faith in a profound way. This mathematical understanding of special relativity also provides a scientific basis for understanding phenomena that seem to exist outside our conventional understanding of time and space. Minkowski's four-dimensional space-time continuum allows for the existence of a reality that is not bound by the linear progression of time as we understand it. So, on the one hand, we have the mathematics of special relativity with its theoretical basis in a four-dimensional continuum known as Minkowski Space. On the other hand, we have the theological concept of a timeless heavenly realm. These two seemingly disparate ideas find surprising common ground in the realm of special relativity. The higher dimensional nature of special relativity meshes well with theological presuppositions of a timeless heavenly dimension of light that exists above this temporal three-dimensional realm. Now, consider the headlight or searchlight effect of special relativity for an observer accelerating to the speed of light. This effect is named for the way a headlight on a rapidly moving vehicle illuminates the path ahead, but the light doesn't reach the sides or behind. It's a phenomenon that emerges directly from Minkowski's geometric, four-dimensional interpretation of special relativity. Hermann Minkowski, Einstein's former math professor, first introduced this higher dimensional nature of special relativity in 1908, 7 years before Einstein's elucidation of general relativity. Minkowski proposed that the universe is not three-dimensional with time simply tacked on. Instead, he suggested that space and time are woven together into a single four-dimensional continuum, now known as Minkowski Space. Now let's delve into the theological implications. The timeless and higher dimensional aspects of special relativity align remarkably well with theological ideas of a timeless heavenly dimension. This heavenly dimension, as suggested by some theistic perspectives, is thought to exist above our temporal three-dimensional world. Special relativity, with its four-dimensional space-time and the Headlight Effect, offers a physical model that seems to mirror these theological concepts. The Headlight Effect, for example, could be seen as a metaphor for traveling to a higher dimensional heavenly kingdom of light that exists above this temporal realm. And the concept of timelessness in special relativity could be seen as a scientific reflection of the eternal now and/or eternity, a concept found in many spiritual traditions. Dr. Richard Swenson, in his book More Than Meets the Eye, encapsulates this beautifully. He states, "The laws of relativity have changed timeless existence from a theological claim to a physical reality. Light, you see, is outside of time, a fact of nature proven in thousands of experiments at hundreds of universities. I don't pretend to know how tomorrow can exist simultaneously with today and yesterday, but at the speed of light, they actually and rigorously do. Time does not pass." These principles of special relativity, timeless and higher dimensional, seem to echo in the testimonies of those who have had near-death experiences. As Kimberly Clark Sharp, a near-death experiencer, said, "Earthly time has no meaning in the spirit realm. There is no concept of before or after. Everything, past, present, future, exists simultaneously." This vivid account echoes what we've discussed about special relativity, where time and space become intertwined and inseparable. Another testimony that resonates with our earlier discussion comes from an individual who experienced a journey towards a brilliant light during their near-death experience. They said, "I started to move toward the light. The way I moved, the physics, was completely different than it is here on Earth." This unusual sensation of motion aligns with the geometric interpretation of special relativity, suggesting a different dimension, a different reality. These accounts, among countless others, reinforce the intriguing correlation between the principles of special relativity and the experiences reported by those who've been on the brink of death. Like John Starr, another near-death experiencer, said, "Existence is the only reality, and it is inseparable from the eternal now."